What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another reaction. Today we once again will be reacting to Ryan George's pitch meeting. This time the pitch meeting for Black Widow that was just released, what was it, last Friday, last Saturday, I guess really late last Thursday. After the reaction, I'll kind of go into my thoughts on the movie just real quickly, but I know if you clicked on the video, you're here for the reaction, so let's get right into it.
So, you have a movie for me?
Yes, sir, I do. I was thinking we could do a Black Widow movie.
Oh, did you not see Avengers Endgame? 'Cause I have terrible news.
No, I did see that movie, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I figured we could set the movie a couple of years in the past, you know, when it would have made more sense to make it.
Oh yeah, why did we wait so long to do this?
Well, remember that whole leaked email situation with the old Marvel Studios head Ike Perlmutter, where he was like, female-led superhero movies don't make money, and he listed a bunch of examples?
Nope, stop.
But then Wonder Woman was a success, so I was asked to take a look at our female character roster again.
Stop talking.
Oh, sorry, are we not saying that out loud?
We're gonna take that again, okay? Why did it
Really
take
is
us
a
so
good
long to
question why
do
it took
this?
them
I
so
don't
long.
know. Oh, fair enough. Better late than never, I guess.
Yeah.
So tell me about the movie.
Well, I figured we could get more grounded with the Black Widow movie, you know?
We're gonna do a more grounded movie about the lady who jumped off a cliff on planet Vormir after a red-faced war criminal who's now a space ghost explained that was the only way to get her hands on the magic rock she wanted before a muscle-bound purple alien got it and completed his power glove.
Yes.
I love it.
Well, great. So I figured we could have this whole big marketing campaign where ScarJo is like, you think you know Black Widow? Think again.
So we're gonna learn a bunch of new stuff about her?
Like, how does she get that vest that she wears in Infinity War?
Oh, people love retroactively
I don't know how people
learning how
even
characters they know got certain pieces of clothing
realize that
and
she
seen
was
them
wearing
wear.
the
I
same one.
certainly hope
Like,
they do, sir, because we've been really leaning into that for the past 5 years or so.
We have, yeah.
We're also going to shed some new light on the character. Like, for example, did you know she went on a little adventure between Civil War and Infinity War?
Oh, neat.
Yeah, so it turns out when Natasha was a kid, she had like a fake family in Ohio, but they were actually Russian operatives living undercover.
Okay.
And then we're going to jump forward in time, and Natasha's on the run from General Ross because of the Sokovia Accords.
I don't really
Some
think
of the
he's
other
supposed to
movies.
be. I don't really
It's
think
all
he's saying it like that to
connected.
be funny, but
Wow.
So she heads to the safe house in Norway and unknowingly picks up a little box of vials of antidote.
An antidote?
Yeah, see, it turns out her fake sister Yelena was also a widow operative being chemically
This part
controlled by
confused
this
me.
place
I like-
called the Red Room, right?
Right.
And she ended up coming in contact with this stuff called the Red Dust, which freed her
it
from
took
her
me a
mind
little while
control
to
agent.
kind of put two and two
gotcha.
So
together on
Natasha's
that.
unknowingly driving with this stuff, and suddenly a massive explosive hits her car and flips it a bunch of times.
Oh my God, is she
survives.
okay?
Yeah, I mean, she's a superhero, right?
Yeah, but that sounds like something that would probably kill a non-superpowered being, and Natasha doesn't have superpowers.
Yeah, whoops.
Whoopsie.
Okay, so to be honest, now that I think of it, there were several scenes in this movie where
That's
as
the
a
one that got me.
non-superpowered individual, she should definitely be killed,
Oh,
but
that
she's
one.
not gonna.
It would be better story-wise if she didn't die.
Yeah, because we already know when she dies anyway, so then she's gonna get attacked by this villain called Taskmaster.
Oh, people love that character. Very cool mimicking capabilities, entertaining personality.
Yeah, so I figure we could do like a Deadpool kind of thing.
Yeah, bring a character that people love to the big screen in an enjoyable way, sure.
No, I meant like a Deadpool and X-Men Origins Wolverine kind of thing.
Oh, turn the character into a mind-controlled killing machine with no speaking lines or personality traits. Yeah, that works too.
Great.
So then what happens?
Well, Natasha escapes with the vials and goes to see her fake sister, and they start fighting when they see each other.
Why?
Because it's been a
That
couple
part
of
was,
minutes
like,
since the last
brutal.
action scene.
Gotcha.
And so Natasha finds out that this bad Russian
Hey,
guy,
Natasha.
Dreykov, who she thought she killed years ago, is actually still alive and still running the Red Room.
Okay.
And by the way, I was thinking we could get Ray Winstone to play him.
Oh, he's great. Can he do a Russian accent?
Doesn't matter.
It matters a little.
Nope, so then they realize they need to break their fake father Alexei out of jail because he probably knows where the Red Room is.
All right.
So then these guards fire hundreds of bullets at Yelena, who's in a helicopter, and Natasha jumps down to help her dad.
Pose.
Very exciting.
So then they all manage to fly away just as an avalanche is just destroying the prison.
Well, thank God the hundreds of bullets didn't affect the helicopter in any way.
Yeah, it worked out great.
So I guess a
Or
bunch of people
Yelena.
were probably killed in that avalanche, huh? Were they all bad guys?
Yeah.
You sure? I'm sure some of those guards were just people working there to try to feed their families.
Sir, we're on to the next scene, so don't worry about that.
Oh, okay.
So So it turns out Alexei doesn't actually know where the Red Room is, so they have to go see their fake mother, Melina.
Okay, sure.
And it turns out she's still working for the Red Room, but then her and Natasha have a heart-to-heart, and that seems to change everything for her.
So what do they do?
Well, they
don't know if I
secretly
agree
use
with
those
that
face mask things to swap appearances.
Well, why do they switch appearances?
Well, because this way Natasha can get close to Dreykov.
Does that work?
Now, he sees right through the disguise and pulls the mask off pretty much immediately.
Right, so why do they swap faces?
Well, because Melina's the one who designed the cells in the Red Room, so she's able to open them up.
Do you think maybe it might have been easier to just explain to Natasha how to open the cell instead of having her impersonate a woman she hasn't seen in several decades?
Maybe, but so now Natasha has to go up against Dreykov and Taskmaster, who we're going to reveal is Dreykov's daughter.
Oh. Okay.
No, see, this is kind of a big deal because Natasha always assumed she killed her when she was a little girl as kind of intentional collateral damage when killing Dreykov.
Natasha intentionally killed a child?
Well, the child didn't really die, so morally we're all good.
Well.
So then we're gonna flash back to Melina explaining to Natasha that you can't actually hurt Dreykov.
Why?
Because he implemented a pheromone blocker in all the widows, so if you can smell him, you can't hurt him.
What?
It's basic science, sir. If you can smell him, you can't fire a gun at him.
Is that basic science?
It is, yeah, because that's why I wrote that in here.
So Natasha has to hold her breath?
No, because see, Melina explains that's not enough. You gotta sever a nerve right here.
Couldn't she just kind of stand on the other side of the room, far away from him, fire a gun from there?
Nope.
But probably, though?
Pheromones.
Oh, very far-reaching pheromones, so it's gonna be tough for her to hurt him, huh?
Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, see, she smashes her face on a table, and that severs the nerve.
Oh, surgical head smashing is tight.
But so then
that
Dreykov
factual?
manages to bring in all the brainwashed widows, and they start attacking Natasha.
Oh, no.
But then Yelena uses the antidote on all of them, and all their free will comes back.
Oh, very nice of her.
And Melina blows up a main engine of the Red Room sky base, so the whole thing starts to fall.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and then Yelena blows up the plane that Dreykov was trying to escape
Survives.
on.
And she was able to do that despite the pheromones?
Sure, and so then Black Widow dives after her as she plummets towards Earth, but Taskmaster starts attacking again.
And not one piece of the massive actively
This is the part where they
crumbling
wanted to be
skybase lands on
real,
them.
real,
That's what we're going with. So then they land, but Natasha manages to use
Realistic.
the antidote on Taskmaster, and so everything's great now.
So nobody died in the massive collapse?
Yeah, just every single one of the bad characters and not a single one of the good or redeemed characters.
Oh, well, great.
So then instead of escaping with her family, Natasha decides to stay behind and be captured by General Ross.
Oh, yeah, she can't go with her family. She's got to be in a couple of other movies.
So then 2 weeks later, she meets up with her friend who got her a Quinjet.
Wait, wasn't she just captured by Ross? What happened there?
I don't know.
Oh, fair enough.
And then during the credits,
I always
we're
thought
gonna
the
have this scene
Quinjet
where
came
Yelena is at
from, like,
Natasha's grave, and this character,
you know, the
Contessa
Avengers, Tony
Valentina,
Stark,
shows
somebody.
up with a mission for her.
What's the mission?
Sign up for Disney Plus.
Very
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting. People are going to be like, who is this character? It's going to be this big reveal.
Oh, that's going to be a big reveal. Really add a lot to the end credits, unless we decide to reveal it in a streaming show first.
What?
All right, as always, that was really good. Brought up a lot of good points. The one thing about watching those is they always, you know, there's definitely things throughout the movie that you pick up on, and you're like, you know, like that didn't make any sense, or I didn't like that. But he always even brings up a couple things that he didn't recognize or realize. So I don't think it like hurts your enjoyment of the movie at all, but it makes you think negatively a little bit more. But in general, I actually really enjoyed the movie. The action scenes were, you know, great. I had no problem with how many there were. Yelena might be my new favorite character. She is hilarious, and I can't wait to see more of her. But I really wanted to like Taskmaster, and even in the previews and all that, you know, I'm like, ooh, this character looks like really cool. But then from their first kind of, you know, the first time Taskmaster and Natasha came face to face, you could just, she even said it, you're like, you're not here for me. And you could kind of feel that he, she, it was kind of robotic, and that's what I didn't like about it. I didn't necessarily, like, I saw a lot of people that just thought it was stupid that it was, you know, the main villain, I'm gonna butcher his name if I try, but that it was stupid that it was his daughter. And I didn't think it was stupid. I thought it was kind of sad and intriguing, but the fact that she was just this, you know, Terminator with no emotion and just you know, I'm gonna do what I'm programmed to do, kind of took away from the character a little bit. And then don't even get me started, like they had the one when she had first taken the helmet off, and they had that one shot from like the side, and her body was like 2 times bigger than her head. It just looked really silly. And but the character did survive at the end of the movie, so maybe they'll come back, or, you know, maybe 5 years from now they retcon it and, you know, make a copycat. I don't know, but I wouldn't mind seeing the character again, and they definitely kept it open. So in total, I would say it was definitely a fitting end for Natasha Black Widow. I wish the movie would have came out, you know, a couple of years ago rather than after. I mean, you know, they're not gonna kill her off in her own movie, but, you know, I think she was, as an original Avenger, she was more deserving of her own movie before she died in Endgame, I guess, you know. But overall, really liked it. Wasn't my favorite Marvel movie, but definitely wasn't my least favorite. Somewhere in the middle, you know. I see a lot of people comparing it to Captain Marvel. I think I liked it a little bit more than Captain Marvel, but I also like Captain Marvel more than most people, I would say. So, no, I paid the $30 and I don't regret it, and my wife hasn't watched it yet, so I'll probably get her to watch it and I'll enjoy it a second time. So, that's about all I got to say about the movie. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. If you're not subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you don't miss future videos like this. We do Disney, we do LSU. I got some 3D printing videos coming out. Yeah, a lot of good stuff, a lot of good exciting stuff coming out. So be sure to hit the subscribe button. I hope you guys are back for the next video, and see y'all later. Bye.